Welcome to the world of rare United States quarter dollars where history, condition, and timing collide to create life-changing value. In today's market, collectors are not just buying coins, they are investing in stories and rarity in perfection. And the humble quarter, often ignored, tossed into jars, or spent without a second thought, has become one of the hottest assets in the rare coin market. Let's get started up. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1977 Washington quarter dollar in very fine condition, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, yet in the right context can become a collector's prized treasure. This isn't just pocket change. It's a symbol of American heritage and an opportunity that many overlook, but serious collectors recognize instantly. The Washington Quarter series itself began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, and by 1977, the coin had already become a familiar part of everyday American life. However, coins from this era carry a unique historical significance. The late 1970s represented a period of economic shifts and growing interest in coin collecting across the United States. Many coins circulated heavily during this time, making well-preserved examples from 1977 increasingly desirable today. While millions were minted, not all survived in collectible condition, which is where the story becomes exciting. The 1977 Washington Quarter stands out with its classic design. On the obverse, you'll find the powerful profile of George Washington, a symbol of leadership and legacy. The reverse showcases the iconic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, representing strength and peace. What makes a 1977 quarter in very fine condition so appealing is the balance it strikes. It still retains strong detail in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, while showing just enough where to confirm its authenticity and circulation history. Collectors appreciate this level of preservation because it reflects both beauty and realism. When it comes to rarity, condition is everything. While the 1977 quarter isn't rare in general circulation terms, finding one in very fine condition with clean surfaces, minimal scratches, and strong visible details significantly boosts its desirability. Coins that have avoided excessive wear or damage naturally rise in collector demand. Enthusiasts are always searching for pieces that sit in that perfect middle ground, not overly worn, yet not artificially preserved, making very fine examples a sweet spot in the market. Now let's talk about what truly captures attention: value. In today's active coin market, a 1977 Washington quarter in very fine condition can typically command a price higher than its face value, often ranging from a few dollars to even higher depending on eye appeal, mint mark, and overall quality. Exceptional pieces with standout detail or unique characteristics can push that value even further, especially when collectors compete for the best examples. The growing global interest in numismatics continues to fuel this upward trend, making such coins increasingly attractive as small but meaningful investments. For collectors looking to step into this space or expand their collection, the key lies in awareness and patience. Always examine the coin carefully. Look for sharp details, balanced wear, and a clean surface. Storing coins properly in protective holders helps maintain their condition and future value. Staying informed about market trends and connecting with other collectors can also open doors to better opportunities. Most importantly, understanding what makes a coin desirable gives you a powerful advantage in spotting hidden gems in everyday places. In the end, the 1977 Washington quarter in very fine condition represents more than just currency, it's a bridge between history and modern-day opportunity. Next up, the 1979 Washington quarter isn't just spare change. It's a hidden storyteller, a piece of American legacy that has transformed into a sought-after treasure in the modern collector's market. For those who understand its significance, this coin represents opportunity, history, and the thrill of discovery, all wrapped into 25 cents of metal. The story of the 1979 Washington quarter begins with the enduring legacy of George Washington, whose portrait has graced the quarter since 1932. By 1979, the United States Mint was producing coins in a copper-nickel-clad composition, marking an era where durability met mass circulation. Yet, even within this period of high production, certain quarters stood out. Variations in minting, subtle design distinctions, and preservation quality have elevated specific 1979 quarters into a completely different category, one that commands attention in auctions and private collections alike. Coins from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints each carry their own identity, adding depth to their story and appeal. What makes the 1979 Washington quarter truly fascinating are its unique features that collectors admire. The sharpness of Washington's profile, the clarity of the Liberty inscription, and the precision of the eagle on the reverse all play a critical role in defining its desirability. In fine condition, the coin retains strong detail in the hairlines and feather structure, giving it a visually striking presence. Some examples display exceptional strike quality and luster, creating an almost glowing surface that sets them apart. Even subtle characteristics, like mint marks or slight die variations, can transform a standard coin into a prized collectible. Rarity, however, is where the real excitement begins. While millions of these quarters were produced, very few have survived the decades in truly fine or near pristine condition. Coins that avoided heavy circulation, scratches, and wear are increasingly scarce. This scarcity fuels collector demand, creating a competitive environment where enthusiasts and investors are constantly searching for the best preserved examples. The higher the grade, the stronger the demand, and in today's market, demand for quality 1979 quarters is rising steadily, driven by both seasoned numismatists and new collectors entering the space. When it comes to market value, the transformation is remarkable. A standard circulated 1979 quarter may still hover around its face value, but a coin in fine condition can already step into a higher value bracket. Move into extremely fine or uncirculated grades, and the price can climb into tens or even hundreds of dollars. Exceptional specimens, particularly those with pristine surfaces or rare mint characteristics, have been known to fetch even more at auction. This upward trend reflects a growing appreciation for late 20th century coins, especially those that combine historical significance with limited high-grade availability. For collectors, the journey of acquiring a valuable 1979 Washington quarter is as exciting as the coin itself. Paying close attention to condition is key. Look for strong details, minimal wear, and a clean, appealing surface. Proper storage also plays a major role in preserving value, as even a small amount of damage can impact desirability. Staying informed about market trends and grading standards can give collectors a powerful advantage, allowing them to recognize opportunities before others do. Most importantly, patience and consistency often lead to the most rewarding finds in the end. The 1979 Washington quarter stands as a perfect example of how something ordinary can become extraordinary over time. It carries history, craftsmanship, and growing value, all within a single coin. For those who recognize its potential, it's not just a collectible, it's a symbol of smart collecting and hidden wealth waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1987 Washington quarter isn't just loose change. In extra fine condition, it becomes a quiet contender in today's collectible coin market, drawing attention from seasoned numismatists and curious newcomers alike. What seems ordinary at first glance begins to reveal layers of rarity, demand, and untapped potential the closer you look. The Washington Quarter series itself dates back to 1932, originally introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1987, the coin had already become a staple of everyday American currency, produced in large numbers by the U.S. Mint. However, something interesting happened during this period. While mintages were high, fewer people preserved these coins carefully. Circulation was heavy, and most 1987 quarters were used extensively in daily transactions. That's why finding one today in extra fine condition, where details remain sharp and only slight wear is visible, instantly elevates its importance in the collector's world. When you examine the 1987 Washington quarter closely, its features begin to stand out with remarkable clarity. The obverse showcases the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the word Liberty arching above and In God We Trust placed neatly to the left. In extra fine condition, you can still see strong hair detail above Washington's ear and clear definition in the tied ribbon at the back. On the reverse, the eagle appears powerful and balanced, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches. The feathers retain noticeable texture, and the rim remains crisp, signs that collectors value deeply when assessing condition. Rarity in the coin world is not always about low mintage. Sometimes, it's about survival in high condition. That's exactly where the 1987 quarter shines. While millions were produced, relatively few remain in well-preserved states like extra fine. This creates a subtle but powerful demand among collectors who are building high-quality sets or searching for coins that bridge the gap between common circulation and premium uncirculated pieces. The appeal lies in that sweet spot, affordable yet increasingly scarce in desirable condition. In today's market, the value of a 1987 Washington quarter in extra fine condition can range from a few dollars to higher amounts depending on mint mark, eye appeal, and overall preservation. While it may not yet reach the dramatic heights of rare silver coins or error pieces, its steady demand and limited availability in top circulated grades are pushing interest upward. Collectors are actively seeking these coins, especially those with clean surfaces, strong details, and minimal distractions. In some cases, exceptional examples can command even stronger premiums as the market continues to evolve. For collectors, this coin represents an opportunity hiding in plain sight. The key is to focus on detail. Look for sharpness in Washington's hair, clarity in the eagle's feathers, and a clean overall appearance. Proper storage is essential. Keeping coins in protective holders can preserve their condition and long-term value. It's also wise to pay attention to mint marks, as certain varieties may carry added interest. Building knowledge and patience around coins like the 1987 quarter can turn a modest investment into a rewarding collection piece over time. In the end, the 1987 Washington quarter, in extra fine condition, stands as a reminder that value isn't always obvious at first glance. It's a coin that blends history, artistry, and growing collector demand into a compact piece of opportunity. As more collectors recognize its potential, its presence in the market continues to strengthen, making it a fascinating and positive addition to any coin collection. What once passed through countless hands unnoticed is now gaining the attention it quietly deserves. And that's where the Real story begins.